Hey guys, what's going on? We're doing Ashanti and Ashanti inspired makeup. I want to do that hair color too, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So we got a big topic to talk about today. As you guys know, the big government shutdown, and a lot of people do not have EBT, and a lot of people are upset. And all I was saying, all this stuff is coming true in the Bible. See, people don't believe the Bible. People don't believe God is real. God is real. Um, it's just really sad. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all about the Netflix situation that is also going on as well. We're gonna talk about that. Um, all I have to say is just sad out here. Um, it's just really sad. All I had to say that everybody should have just been having a second source of income and should have just been working instead of posting on social media talking about how much EBT you have and you know getting all that fast food. People didn't want to cook and this and that. But let me tell you this. All that stuff don't last long and people seeing it, people crying, people trying to get jobs. And I just want to say this. A lot of people shouldn't suffer because of people bad choices. Ugh, I can't talk. Bad choices that they make. It does everybody's not the same. So when one black person or a couple black people do it, they think every black person is like that way. Like, no. There are black people who do work. They mind their business, do what they need to do, and go home. But most times that, you know, we all have to suffer. And it's not right. The EBT should have been for people who were like older and disabled. That's why I feel like that should have went to, honestly. Not people who just didn't want to work no more. They got 5, 6 children and all of that. And I'm like, women, y'all got to do better than that. Y'all can't. Everybody keep hello. You can't be relying on a man to do things for you. See, y'all get too comfortable. I never relied on no man in my life, and that's why I'm working because I never did, and I don't think I ever will because what if something happened to them? So people don't think that way. They just want to go, oh, I'm finna get money. I'm finna get my 30 inches. And y'all need to grow, oops, y'all need to grow up out of that. That's not cute. That's just not cute. It's not. I hate that. Females, well, I'm finna go spend money on some hair bundles and, unnecessary stuff instead of you should have just been getting stuff for the house that you need, saving it, make sure your children are going to school. But no, everybody trying to live like they're a celebrity. Why? Why? Excuse me. Curse you. Goodbye. Curse you. I don't appreciate that. Don't wish nothing on me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And you just coming on here. I guess you probably feel like because of the EBT food stamps. I'm not going against it, but I'm saying people who really need it. That need goes to people. If you're able to work, you have two legs, you don't have no health conditions, you're perfectly normal. You have to work. You can't just be sitting on your behind. I'm not sitting on my behind. I'm working. Y'all act like I'm just like y'all. I'm working too. They're just like with the influencer, which I post today. They don't have money either. They're going back to their 9 to 5. I don't really think I'm an influencer. I just think that I am a creative person, content creator. Y'all know I always been honest. I never thought I was better or living large. No, because you can't depend on social media income. I'm just being honest. Why you think all these apps they keep making? Everybody going to Twitch and trying to be a gamer and all of that, because all this other stuff is finna get ready to die down. The gossip, drama, celebrity life. What else? Y'all see this hair influencer stuff? That's not finna be around long because since the tariffs, they don't want to ship. They don't want to have no parts of the U.S. really. And then y'all remember Temu, which was a big, big, big clothing brand on social media. You don't hardly see that because it takes about a month to get over here. Probably about 2 or 3 weeks because I checked it out. I said, I don't hear people talk about TAMU no more. Yeah, it's still around, but it's going to take real long to get here. I said, oh no. And they really had good clothing, and I really appreciate it. And it was the same material like you saw in the picture. But now, everybody got to try to go back to Fashion Nova. But Fashion Nova don't have really good clothing like they used to when they first came out. Everything's really sexist to me, and that's why I don't like. You don't have to have sexual clothes all the time. So that's the thing I didn't want like about Fashion Nova anymore. So, uh, but yes, influencers do not have money, y'all. Because let me tell you this: what I learned when I started creating my content, it's no way, especially TikTok, they give you 10,000 followers, 10,000 followers to get paid. That's that's crazy to me. I feel like if you have a good fan base and people are really engaging with your content, it don't have to be a big amount, but just start them off with something. It's just ridiculous. And it's harder for people who are my race. They don't really want us to have nothing. That's why they're trying to cut everything off because they see a lot of black American women. They, all into the hair, they all into the makeup and this and that. And most of them start their own business, cooking and all of that, but it's slowing down. And that's how people were making their money, surviving. But see, it comes to show that you can't depend on social media, and you also can't depend on these 9 to 5 jobs. I'm just being honest. You can't really depend on anything. People saying, well, you can invest in this and that. Yeah, but they trying to cut all that down completely, 100%. And then you can't trust people because a lot of people feel like, if they do help you, you owe them something. Of course, I'm gonna give you the percentage that you need because you did help me out. I'm not gonna disqualify you. But the trick about that, when you start getting bigger, people start to envy you, and then they'll feel like, oh well, I feel like I owe, more of the percentage because I did help you do this and that, and that's why I don't trust people. And in the video today, where I talk about the influencers are going broke, Let me tell you this. Before I was like into this content here, um, I was helping a lot of people with their business. I was supporting black women with their business. I'm not gonna say no names. It was two actually that I was supporting, and the first one she was cool, this and that. Then she just stopped being in contact. So she finally reached out. I said, "What's going on?" Well, I had to stop because I was not making the money, and I just recently ordered from her, and I felt like, well, you should let me know. Don't hide stuff. You could say, well, I'm not going to be doing this shop anymore because I'm going to be working. And that's what be making me mad. Like, you want to support, your own race, but half of the time, hey, James, they do not let you know, be aware of things like, I'm going through stuff, but if you did order, I will send your order out. And if you don't want your order, I can refund your money back. But, you just I don't know. I just don't know. Hey, Jeffrey Shelton, how are you? And that just makes me mad because it's like, I'm supporting you. I'm giving you a shout out, on social media. And I'm also trying to try out your products. But, and then the other lady on TikTok recently, I think, was it last year? It was two other ladies on social media. And I had comment on one of them. She was doing her makeup. So she just looked at the comment. She saw it because really nobody didn't comment. So somebody else come in, she gave them a shout out. I said, okay, that was sneaky. So she gonna inbox me and say, hey, do you want to join me and this and that? And I just didn't feel right, you guys. I promise you, I did not feel right. It was just something about her I just didn't like. It was something like it was very sneaky, and she wanted me to join this program. And she wanted me to spend $200. I think it was either 80 to $200. And I said, well, I think about it because I'm helping my mother, which was completely honest. So she was like, oh, well, I mean, she just kept trying to push me to buy. So I was going to block her. And my mom said, no, don't do that. Just don't respond to her. I said, okay. So it was just, and then there was another lady, she pretended she was into makeup because she came on my live on TikTok. That's the time I was going live on YouTube and TikTok. And, oh, I'm going to send you this. Just send me your address. She lied. The heifer lied. Excuse my language. She did. I said, okay. I said, I don't know why people act so funny. If you don't want to do anything, just don't say it and stop pretending that y'all, oh, I like to help my women. I'm a women supporter. And I'm like, how are you a supporter of women, but you don't acknowledge? And you sneaky. You being so sneaky. And that's why I be talking about too with our own women in our community, supposedly, just act so funny. There's gonna be someone that's gonna look better than you, somebody's gonna do something better than you. But I'm not in no competition with nobody. That's the thing about it. I'm not in competition. I'm in competition with myself. James, yeah. I mean, they lie. These are grown women, but it's all women, young and older. They act stupid towards me. And then, with the young girls, I'm not be trying to hang out with them, but it's just because of my job, I help them with hair. And they'll say, oh, you do or you don't know. How about I do and don't know, don't help you? The disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they look at you up and down, trying to say you old and this and that. I know I'm not that old and I'm not young, but most of y'all be looking older than me. And y'all supposed to be in y'all 20s. Y'all smoking and drinking. When people try to be funny like that, I just like, I said, okay. Because laughing is catching, and how you treat people is even catchier. And that's why half of y'all be broke, because y'all don't have nothing. Because y'all think y'all better, and y'all above y'all means, and y'all can't afford no hair. Get your hair done. I was asking, do you have something cheaper? That's a lot of money. No, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else if you feel that way. I don't like people who act bougie. I don't like people who think they above their means. I don't like people who think that they better than you. I do not fool with people like that, and that's why I don't have no friends to this day. And it's okay, cause I don't like people that's like that, especially with skin color, cause they lighter than you. They think they better than you. They think they'll have much privilege than you. Okay, just keep thinking that. And I know people, they'll look at me, they'll look at the other person, and they'll say, "Oh," they'll tell the person, "You pretty." Mm, okay, I know I'm not ugly. This stuff used to hurt me like that. Yes, it did when I was younger. But at the same time now, I don't care. Because people don't know how to communicate with me, and they feel intimidated by me. That's the thing about it. Bye, Misery. Bye. You from the same person. That fits your name, too. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Satan. But, mm-mm. Let me tell y'all this. If y'all don't have nothing nice to say, and y'all supporters of you know who, y'all can leave. Okay? I don't know where my moderators at, James. They probably working. I'm not dealing with no disrespect. You don't like me? Fine. But you're not finna come up here and wish negativity on me and talk about some Satan, and then off my offsprings. You don't know nothing about me. I don't know nothing about you. Just because I have an opinion about something and y'all get mad, y'all can kiss my butt. Like I tell everybody every day, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me. And I don't care. Y'all think to my, well, we just be trolling and this and that. Go troll and read a book. That's what's wrong with half of you all. Y'all can't read and write. Y'all can't tell time. Y'all can't communicate. Go read a book, please. That's what's wrong with half of you all now, because y'all don't know how to read nor communicate. And then y'all want to get mad, have tantrums, want to throw stuff, and use the GUN, and go sit down. You need to be ashamed of yourself. But yes, I just want to tell you guys, influencers are broke. Nobody don't have money like that. People going back to 9 to 5. They going back to the medical field. And then people who need EBT, they got to work 40 hours. But I know everybody just, and I know it's two ways about it why people don't want to work, because a lot of people don't see what's the point of working, because half the time they don't want to give them a raise. They're working overtime, getting mistreated, knowing that they're the best. They know how to break down situations. They're not moving up in the company. And I understand that. I completely understand because I feel the same way where I'm at now. And everybody say, well, you can do X, Y, and Z. You need to do this and that. You telling somebody to get a job somewhere. The thing is, people got to have transportation. See, people love to run their mouth and things of that nature and telling somebody what to do or what they can do. But are you going to go pick that person up? No, you're not. Uber is a lot of money. Then you don't know that person. People is into that sex trafficking. You don't know who you get in the car with. I don't know why people think stuff is like, fairy tale. It's crazy and dangerous out here. I don't know if y'all heard about that lady in Africa. Her and her friend went to Africa, and she got went to the the restroom by herself. They kidnapped her, and the man was punching her in the eyes because she was trying to escape. And she said she just kept on fighting till she, I guess, rolled out the car. So I'm telling y'all trying to go to these different places, y'all got to be careful, because people are plotting. You just have to know good people, and it's hard to do that because you don't know what people's true intentions are. You just don't. Unfortunately, you just don't, and it's sad. Let me see what my grandmama doing. I'll be right back, y'all. She needs to go walk. Um, why are you being so inappropriate on my channel, all of y'all? I'm just gonna leave my eyebrows alone. I'm not getting into that. But anyway, like I was saying, this that a lot of people trying to travel, you gotta be careful where you're going. Um, Also that Taylor Swift album, it was really good. I really liked it. The songs that I like on the album is the one she released last night, Opalite, Wood, Wish List, uh, the Showgirl song with Sabrina Carpenter. And I feel like I'm missing a song, but I can't think. But anyway, Opalite is she this everybody saying she this her fiance ex girlfriend Kayla, and people laughing and saying like Travis is it's not Taylor's type. I mean Travis mostly like black women. That can be true. I just don't believe couples in the industry, whether people try to make it hard to believe or not. I just don't feel like he's right for her. That's just me personally. People can get mad, but I just don't. It's just something about it is not right. And that's how I feel about Justin and Haley and Selena and Benny. It just don't feel right. So it just don't seem right. But I'm happy for her, But she was talking about Kayla. I said, "Ooh, they had a little war online. I don't know if that's true or not, but I guess I'm different. Let me say this: if I am dating someone, or if they are, or if they were in the industry, I'm not gonna post the relationship online because I want to see, if it's gonna work out, and I don't want everybody in my business because a lot of people like to wish you a downfall, you know, and guys just don't like that when females are on the phone, and that's when they just be cheating, and they'll say, "Well, you weren't paying me no attention," or, "You weren't cooking for me." So That's how Offset was talking about with Cardi B saying that she wasn't cooking for him. But it's just you just a cheater. You just want to be out there. Y'all get married for the wrong reasons. Y'all get married not for love. Y'all get married for stability. And that's how I feel about all of those relationships in Hollywood. They don't marry for love. They marry for stability. Well, finance, I'll say it like that. Money. That's all. That's all it's about. Money, money, money. Cause that's how I see it with Travis. Because when he was with Kayla, nobody wasn't paying him no attention. When he got with Taylor Swift, oh my gosh, everybody was talking about him because wasn't caring about who he was. Because he was dating black women. Male, female. You should worry less about being heard, more about being taken seriously. Babes, I am being taken seriously. If I'm talking about an issue, it's being taken seriously because people not going to talk about it, babes. So, what's your issue? What's your problem? That's being taken seriously because you all fall for the trap of these celebrities. Oh, I'm happy and this and that. And you don't want to present that to young girls to just settle for someone that they're really not into. Well, why are you on here, babes? Just leave. Goodbye. You must be bored. Go get your job. Bye. They always get big mad. I don't care. But anyway, the next thing, I don't know if y'all heard about the controversy of Netflix is being canceled. They are being canceled, and I agree. I agree. Let me tell y'all this. My channel is all about positivity. I am respectful. I do love kids. Do I have any? No. I just have little cousins, and I love them very much. The thing is that when you're promoting a show that is supposed to be kid friendly, that is a cartoon, that kids think, oh, I'm gonna watch a cartoon, but it's not what you expected. It's all about sexualizing children. And that what makes me upset because why are you all sexualizing women? Why? Why? And y'all talking about I'm talking like life owe me something. Why are y'all worried about what I'm doing or saying for that much? I mean, y'all are y'all funny. And y'all don't even hurt me. Um y'all need to get y'all a channel and y'all can talk about what y'all want to talk about and stop being a troll behind the phone or the laptop and y'all get mad because I'm speaking the truth. Because that's what the world we are in. Because when people speak the truth, people get upset. But let me tell you this. I don't like what how can I say this? The world is showing kids about sexuality. Why are you teaching your children about sexuality? Why? It if you see all this stuff is going on, everybody getting HIV, STDs. Why are you showing your child that? And it's just like it's saying, oh, it's okay. It's okay to do this and that. Oh, you see everybody gonna run away now off the line. You see that off the live. It's sad because people get mad because you don't agree with certain things. I don't feel like a child should see somebody kissing. When I was growing up, now I could speak on this for a fact. When I was growing up, I was not able to watch two people kissing, whether it's a man and a female, especially if it was two genders. My parents did not play that. My family didn't play that at all. I could not watch stuff like that. When y'all remember Martin, when um Martin and Gina did all that kissing and stuff, I couldn't watch that. I couldn't watch stuff like that. And people get mad. And that's the same thing that went on with Snoop Dogg. He didn't support that. Everybody talking about some, well, you gonna have two women in your videos kissing and this and that. Yeah, that's for grown people. Y'all making a show for children that don't know about sexuality because y'all are implementing that in their brains. What about a child learning about, what happened to shows about a child learn how to count numbers, doing math, sharing, being nice, being proper, standing up for friendship, no matter if they brown, purple, green, yellow. What happened to shows like that? Taking a stand what's right. That's why I don't watch this new stuff. I'll go back all the way from the 90s, probably to maybe 2006, 2008 shows. That's about it. All this new stuff, everybody trying to make them sexualized. I don't like that. They don't show children about sharing and standing up for one another and also not seeing the color of people's skin because at the end of the day, everybody is a child. They're not animals. That's what I don't like. Stop showing children two women kissing. Oh, I liked you and this and that. Children don't need to know that. And I'm not saying that I'm against the people who like this. It's a time and a place. I feel like people should make that decision when they're 18 years old. When you grown, you want to do what you want to do, that's 18. Well, you have grown, but still 18 because you graduated high school, you going to college. But y'all trying to make these little children who 3, 4 years old to see that. Then you got these children who are preteens, 10 to 14. They dressing like grown people, built like grown women, and they said 13-year-olds have HIV. HIV. Because y'all telling them, oh, it's okay. You can sleep around with a man. You can also have a woman. What kind of mess is that? You're not showing them about stability or love. Y'all just showing them just jab, 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 jab. And people making this okay. Well, if you have this disease, it's okay. You got this medicine and you take it. A lot of people can't take that mess. And they're like, everybody now, like they saying commercials, they showing prep. They used to show condoms and stuff. It's all about prep. Now, they don't think about condoms no more. I think you probably see one or two commercials of condoms, but you mostly see prep. How the prep gonna help? It can just hurt people live. I mean, livers in situations. Carl Mitchell, yeah. Carl Mitchell, I feel like that's for grown people. That's 18 and up, not children who are 11 and 16. Let them be kids. That's the thing makes me mad. I don't care about you being in the same sex, marriage, or love. I feel like all that should be when you 18 years old. When you done with school and all of that and you leveling up to a next level, okay. But let children be children. That's what makes me upset. I'm not against it. I'm just saying let children be children because every time people turn around, oh well, I was such and such at a certain age and I didn't have a childhood, but you're going to make a child that you have go through the same thing you went through? Ain't that like a generational curse? You're not trying to change. You're not trying to better yourself. You're trying to go through that same cycle. Then y'all wonder why y'all not happy or not, because you're not trying to change the narrative. You're not trying to protect your children. They're just like the girl that got deceased, was Celeste and David. I believe, yes, he did delete her. He sacrificed her. That's what people do in the industry. They dirty, they low, and people still be cheering them on. I was like, what in the world is going on here? She was 15, 14, 15. He was 19. And he had no business messing with her. Hello, hello. Hey, Earl. Carl, I do not know. I just saying that these children is sad. They cannot be themselves completely because they got to worry about their sexual desires. Because when children do think about that, that made me think about, did the parent used to mess with them, the uncle? And it do be true, that do happen. Or it's a child that is active because they done saw a grown up doing it, and it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder because they pushing that on little children. I do not like it. I'm not against it. I just don't like it. I feel like children need to be children. Children need to be children. What happened to the children used to go outside, play hopscotch, uh, jump rope, taggy wit, uh, pitty pat. I mean, you don't see none of that no more. You really don't. Yes, ma'am. Oh no, I'm good. Okay, just call when you come in driveway. Okay. Bye bye. But yes, um, you all, it's just so sad how society is, and people feel like it's no wrong, and people feel like they right. I don't like stuff like that, and I can talk about this topic. I can't talk. I can talk about this topic because I was a child once, and I'm speaking for what I see. Like back then, we couldn't watch stuff like that. At that time, we everybody had VHS. You had to buy, VHS. We ain't have social media, DVDs and stuff. Couldn't watch stuff like that because parents didn't play that. But if I was their age and my mama saw me watching mess like that, she would be in, cause she's like, turn that off now. Y'all, this world is trying to force sex on children, and it's not funny. It's really sad. It's diabolical. Um, if you're that way, that's fine. And that made me think about the kids growing up when I used to watch, like Amanda Bynes, Drake Bell from Drake and Josh, uh, Lee Thompson Young, Jet Jackson. With Lee Thompson Young, I made a video in shorts. Please go check it out. It's a tribute to him. I don't know if somebody did mess with him or not, but people will try you because if you're young. But I know he dealt with racism, and you can tell. And I also feel like they did not want him because he wasn't doing the dirty work like they had Justin Bieber doing, which is sad. And it's very disgusting. They just see children as prostitutes as well. But I know that happen on overseas too. They do that over there too. But it's sad. Like they don't want children to have no life. They pimping them out, giving them diseases. Um, they having babies early. I mean, you just don't. I just don't know what to tell y'all. I just don't. I love children. I want children to feel loved and appreciated. I don't want them to be thinking about their sexual orientation. No child shouldn't think about that. Back then with us, it was just about clothes. Everybody wanted to wear name brand clothing because everybody felt, left out. And I understood that. I felt left out because I was getting teased. They used to call me old lady. But I was dressing. I was dressing like how Zendaya dressed. Selena Gomez dress. Who else? Dang, who else? Um, that dressed nice in the industry. I'm just trying to give y'all an example. Cardi B, she dressed nice, going to events. Is it Ryan Destiny? But anyway, I was dressing like I was. I guess y'all can't say a grown woman, but I wasn't old. I was covered, and I was getting teased. So I understand about that, but now it's all about sex, sexuality. This show I can't remember because I want to do a full video on it, but then I don't know because people might get mad with me. But they had a little boy dressed like a little girl in a hospital bed, and the doctor wanted to look, and she said she don't want to be looked at because in the charts it said it was a boy, and I didn't get it, and I said, oh, I said they teaching children. And then most of the people who are like that, they'll say, well, I was fully, when I got in, they'll say when they was 16, 18, some people say 14, that they were attracted to their same sex. Oh, okay. But these are little children, I guess from 4 to 14, being exposed. They shouldn't be worrying about stuff like that. They need to have their heads in the books, learning how to save, learning, teaching them about work and, this and that, and don't take candy from, anyone. That's how I feel. But we live in a world that it's okay to just be sexualizing. Like these celebrities, they dressing half naked. And that's what I hate, especially my culture of black women. They have to show their whole body being naked. And it just feel like prostitution being shown. And I'm not being funny. And people saying, well, this is body positivity. Okay, but how many times y'all gotta show body positivity? You do it once, you do it twice. Okay, it's time to bring it down. Most of them have children. They are aunt. They have cousins. It's time to bring it down. It's not because I'm grown. It's about what you presenting. Because then the little child come up to you and you looking stupid and you dress half naked and they snap pictures and people get mad and say, why she take a picture with a child and you can see her nipples and her bottom half. Michael Jackson and Prince told y'all, do not be a slave in the industry. They told y'all that. That's what they knew it was coming. That's why they was speaking against it. And that's why they was deleted as well, because the industry didn't want them anymore. They used them up, and they was giving artists a warning sign to tell them, hey, I know y'all look up to me with my artistry, but do not follow in the same footsteps that I did, because I was young, I was unaware, but I gotten older and I started learning about the industry, that they will play on you. This is not freedom. They don't want blacks to have control of anything. They don't want you to have a say. They don't want you to say nothing. But I can name some artists that I do not like showing their bodies. I'm not going to say no names, though. I do love their work, but I don't like what they present of showing their bodies, especially to young girls. And then everybody want to get a butt. Okay, it's not everybody not meant to have a butt. I wanted to be petite when I saw Aaliyah, left eye, chili, T-bars. Cause that was the thing back then. The petite women were out. Yeah, back then they didn't have the big booty girls till later on. But y'all risking y'all life too to be on the table, a BBL, instead of y'all going to the gym and work out and eat. I don't know what to tell y'all, cause y'all y'all messing y'all insides out. Y'all really are. It's just not worth it. Love yourself. And y'all don't know how to love yourselves. Y'all feel in competition with every woman that come across. And then y'all want to call them out their name, bees and monkeys and roaches, and or you think that you more beautiful because you're a light skinned person. That's for every woman. There ain't no special race. But y'all gonna learn because these men aren't about nothing. A man say anything to get in you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say all that. These men don't want to be in a relationship. Then when they do, and it's not with you, and then you wonder why I'm this and that, I'm light skinned, I'm a preference and this and that. That's not what life is about. Society conditioned that to have favoritism. It doesn't matter what your skin color is, it's the personality. And I don't like people that think they above or trying to act bougie. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like being around people like that. That's just my honest opinion with everything, you guys. Um, don't say that. It's some guys out here. Carl, you said what? Don't say what? I'm talking about the females. I've been around females. That's why I'm speaking about the females that they feel like they the preference because they're a lighter skin color and they think they have good hair and this and that. Then they go get their body built like a black woman, and then you trying to have that attitude. Men not gonna like that or want that in their life. You can't believe what I'm saying. You can't believe what a man is telling you because they don't like themselves. They don't. And that's why I don't understand why black women get on here and get to crying. Oh, I really liked him and this and that. He just wasn't for you. God was showing you. You don't need that. You better than that. Next. Don't be crying over these men that want to go out here and get it exotic. That's them. You shouldn't even matter. You don't know them like that. These celebrities too. And non-celebrities, it just wasn't for you. Yeah, they are good guys out here. They are. I haven't came across one, but maybe I will one day. I don't care who I date. You can be light, dark, brown skin, which I have talked to, but they be very insecure. They feel intimidated because they feel like you a certain way and you're not a certain way, so they just feel very intimidated by you. So I have dated guys that were light skin, brown skin, dark skin, nice guys, nice looking guys, but that's why people talk about me. Oh, you don't have a man because I'm not settling. If you feel insecure, I don't want to deal with you. I'm just not. That's just my honest reaction. I'm not gonna deal with you, and I'm not gonna babysit you. You're a grown man. But in today's topic and everything, stop sexualizing the kids. Let kids be kids. Um, the celebrity world is fake. I don't care what people say. Y'all buy into that mess all the time with these fake marriages. People not marrying for love. It's always one sided. And Stop looking up to influencers. Stop looking up to celebrities because they all lie. Why y'all think all these celebrities trying to go on tour to get money? Influencers, they have a 9 to 5 because they buying all this makeup or whatever to survive. And they're not getting paid like that. So you can't just depend on social media money. But that's what I have to say. Y'all check out my full length video about the influencers are broke. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Modest Transformation by Celeste. And also subscribe to my other channel, Celeste Reacts. I'm so happy about that channel. 900 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And also, thank you guys. We have been on here for 4 years, and I hope we can be on here a very long time. I do appreciate each and every one of you who have always been positive with me, not negative. Yeah, they do. See y'all later. Ciao.